You know that song. It's iconic, satisfying, and for some reason, it's stuck in our brain. But here is a real question. What even is a sample? How did this one end up in TF2? Well, buckle up, because this isn't just about gaming. It's about the weird and wonderful world of sound samples. Let's go. So, what is a sample anyway? A sample is basically a tiny snippet of sound. It could be a drum hit, a piano note, or in this case, a sweet chime. Samples are like the Lego block of audio. You can stack them, loop them, and turn them into something entirely new. And in TF2, that tiny chime has become the ultimate reward sound. But Valve didn't actually invent it. So, if Valve didn't make it, where does this sound come from? Let me introduce you to the General 6000 series. It's a legendary sound library and almost like a treasure chest of audio. It was created by Sound Ideas and it's packed with thousands of samples used in movies, TV shows, and yes, even in video games. And hiding in there, among the car horns and animal noises, is the sound of the TF2 achievements. And to be more precise, the big slide and chord Music 01. When Valve released TF2 in 2007, they needed sounds that were sharp, rewarding, and easy to recognize. And this sample, it's all that and more actually. But here is the fun part. TF2 isn't the only place this sample pops up into. It's basically the celebrity of sound effects. And from commercial to YouTube videos, this sample is living its best life. And you can actually find it, just to name a few examples, in the movie of Alvin and the Chipmunks, in another video game called the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, or even in some teenage series called The Adventure of Jimmy Neutron or Genius. Okay, time to get a bit nerdy now. Why does it sound feel so good? It's all about frequencies. The chime hits the perfect balance. It's high enough to feel exciting, but not so high it's annoying. It's short, clean, and gets straight to the point. In other words, you could qualify it of an audio serotonin. Since English is not my first language, I will just put a small description of it, but to summarize it, I guess it could be an audio key who give you some dopamine and pleasure when you hear it. And in TF2, it's specifically the case because when you're in the middle of an intense match and let's say you get a headshot, that instant of rewards when you do the achievement and you have that sound will feel amazing. And what's even more amazing is to think that a sound crafted for a generic library with the perfect audio sequences found its way to one of the most iconic multiplayer games while it was made in the 80s or 90s. TF2 doesn't just rely on this chime. Many of its iconic sounds are also samples who are repurposed to fit the game's unique aesthetic. For example, the cartoonish rocket launcher sound is most likely a sample. And that's where Valve's genius kicks in. They didn't just manage to create a great game, but they also managed to create a perfect soundscape. You see, TF2 sound design managed to be good to an extent where it managed to balance chaos with clarity. In a game where you have rockets, bullets, and cries were flying everywhere, each sound have to stand out. The chime isn't just rewarding, it's an audio anchor in a sea of noises. It's as if Valve knew it would need a moment of zen in all of that madness. So yeah, there you have it. The tiny chime went from a sound library to TF2's hallmark of achievement. And it's still out there living its best life in ads, videos and beyond. So next time you hear a chime or you hear that sound, remember, every sample has a story. Sometimes it's way bigger than you would accept. If you manage to do it that far, feel free to hit the like button and to subscribe because it always helps the channel to grow and it always helps me to put out videos like this. I'll see you in the next one.